Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Trash Taste Podcast. I am your host for today, once again, Gant.
And you're always the host, and as a guest.
Joining me today is, of course, the boys, Sea-Dog and the Anime Man.
You've never called us that.
The Hentai Boy now is.
God, how nervous are you? Why are you so nervous, God? He's trying not to.
Are you nervous
IRL.
perhaps because of the person who is sitting next to you right now?
So we have first here on Trash Taste, we have a 2D guest with us today.
Looking wonderful in your attire. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the world?
Sure, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Calliope Mori, and I'm from the first generation of HoloLive English. Nice to meet you all, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Yay!
See, I wanted you to introduce yourself because we've been pronouncing your name wrong this entire time.
As most people do.
Yeah.
As most people
Okay,
do.
to be fair though, in my defense, it is rather confusing because like the English name, right, is Calliope.
Right.
Right? But when you type it in katakana, like in Japanese, it's Calliope.
That's right.
Right. So I'm just like, which one is it?
Well, actually, the truth is, I actually never thought about that.
Yeah, right?
I never thought about that.
So
Actually,
I'm
there are
like,
many things I
it was
didn't
like, which
know.
one's the law? Which one's the real law? But
Yeah.
now we know it's both.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
So, like, where did that name come from?
Well, actually, it has various meanings, believe it or not.
Okay.
So Calliope is actually the Greek muse of poetry, epic poetry. Right?
Oh, really?
Right.
And as you know, I do dabble just a bit in the sick, nasty rhyme creation of flames, etc.
Is that how you refer to it as?
No, listen,
The
listen.
fire spit bars.
I'm just trying to get used to the way that things people say things in such strange ways these days, and I'm not used to it yet. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, because like this is not only a first for Trash Taste having a 2D guest, but
Yeah.
I think we are kind of making YouTube history in a sense because I do believe.
This is the first time 2D and 3D have joined together. I
Right.
feel. Connor's fucking dying right now.
It's so funny because the way that we're filming this, Gaunt literally cannot move or else it'll fuck up everything. And Gaunt looks so fucking nervous. He's like, yes, and today we have the guest.
Are you sure it's not because I'm deaf?
That too. But also the fact that like
know
I
anything.
do believe that we are probably one of the first non-HoloLive YouTube channels to
Yeah.
feature like
HoloLive member.
like do a collab, like
Yeah.
an official collab with a HoloLive member.
Well, I think this. I'm not sure about the Japanese side, but this is definitely like the English side of things.
Oh, yeah,
I think this
absolutely.
is the first collab where I've seen HoloLive do other things with people outside of HoloLive.
Because I mean, how long has HoloLive EN been around right now?
Wow, it feels like it's been 3 years, but it's been about a month.
Yeah, in YouTube
Believe it or
years,
not.
in YouTube years, it's 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like 3 months on YouTube feels like 3 years.
Gosh, that sure is how it feels, I tell you what.
it has just been a month, hasn't it? Like just over a month. And
Yeah.
Man, oh my god! It feels like it was like the beginning of 2020 that HoloLive English launched.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why That's why it's just shocking to me how fast and how powerful.
Yeah.
Just the HoloLive English side of things has grown because I mean, like, you don't even have to be a HoloLive like simp or anything, or like even follow VTubers.
Yeah.
And you'll see people like retweeting memes and shit of VTubers and like
Yeah.
HoloLive members. So
I
it's
do
just
see a lot. And
Yeah,
I
right?
don't care.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Right.
It's lovely to meet you, man.
Lovely to meet you too. It's fine. I get it all the time.
I think it's really cool. I've seen you get smashed on stream. That was
Yeah.
really entertaining.
Now wait a minute. Everyone says that, but listen, here's the thing.
Okay.
You guys
Put me in
haven't
my
seen
place.
anything yet. Everyone likes to say things like, look at Calliope, so funny, she's drunk, ha 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 ha, like it's a big funny joke. But if you want to see me drunk,
I
Just
mean,
wait a bit.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
You'll
I've
see.
seen the stream where you smash down the Spiritus. so-
okay, well the Spiritus was a different situation. Listen,
So I'm totally unfamiliar with everything.
Yeah.
Pretty
fine.
much.
You gotta explain like I'm 5, kind of.
Yeah, so
guy.
you guys
YouTubers.
explain, and especially you being the professional Death God VTuber, can you please... Why are you
anytime.
It's totally real. Death Gods are real. please fully explain everything to me because I'm a total noob and I don't know anything. But I literally don't. I've watched one of your streams where you played Doom Eternal. I
yes.
thought you were a bit bad at it.
And I'm
not
sure
gonna
as well,
lie.
there's
I
a-
don't
Yeah,
know.
no, it's fine.
For a
I
Demi
acknowledge
God,
that
I'm
I'm
just
You got,
saying.
you got a pro gamer here, just quietly judging you.
now. Listen to me. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Killing with a PS4 controller is much different than using a scythe. Okay, just hear me out. Just hear me out,
The
man.
number of
Okay,
button
you know what? I'll
inputs.
take that. I'll take that excuse. I'll take
But
it.
I'm getting better. I'm trying every time that I play. I get just a bit better. And I must say I would quit, but the thing is, it's such a rush. You know, reminds me of the old days when I wasn't off hiatus. You feel me?
Right.
Is that what you played, Doom, Connor?
Yeah, for my old days.
Your old days
back
of
in
slaying.
school when
The
I was
old days of
killing kids.
slaying noobs.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's hear
Explain,
explain to Connor.
I genuinely, I know very little. Only.
so-
Oh,
those-
no, and I'm
these
sure there's
boys
like
told
a
me.
number of people watching this episode right now.
Yeah,
who
there's a
watch
number of
Trash
people
Taste.
watching.
You're
It's just
probably
like,
slightly
why is there an anime girl sitting in this seat? You know what I
Right.
mean?
So, like, in your own words, Callie, like, explain what Hololive is and explain what VTubing is.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's see. I can go ahead and start with VTubing, I
Okay,
suppose.
sure.
Yep.
Because Hololive is a group that VTubes. So I suppose I'll go ahead and start from the very beginning. So virtual YouTuber is basically just that. A YouTuber that is not necessarily human necessarily, I guess, necessarily. A fictional.
Or
A
3D.
fictional 3D. I mean,
3D
I'm
humans.
Sometimes
certainly,
they are
I mean,
3D.
I mean, I'm certainly real, as far as I can tell. Right. But essentially, I'm, I guess, what many people say is a cute anime girl. Right? I am a cute anime
In
girl.
layman's terms,
Really
yes.
gonna out me like this, man.
A cute anime girl, and I do various things. Like I stream, and I suppose more specific to me is that I also make music. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, my thing.
And you make some good music at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
You are the god of spit and fire, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Or however you refer to it as.
Yeah,
Yes,
whatever you
spitting
said before.
flames.
Spitting
I think
flames,
is,
that's
flames.
it.
what is what it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the name for it. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump right into it. What's your opinion of simps?
Wait, no, I thought we were going to ask, do VTubers poop? Is that a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
I need to ask that.
So do
Is it true?
do 2D anime girls poop? I don't know.
That's a wonderful question. The truth is, I don't actually know.
Didn't expect
honest.
that. All right, cool. All right. I'm sorry, back to your
You-
question.
wait, you
Dawson.
don't know- wait, hold on.
Well,
You
here's
don't
the
know-
thing. I don't know about anime girls or VTubers, but I am deaf, and deaf does not have to. So
Okay.
I can't actually answer your question.
I was gonna say, like, do you not know as in like you don't, or you don't know as in like it just comes out without you knowing? Like you're not
Certainly
even
not
aware
that
that it's
one.
out.
I don't think it's that one.
Sorry, back to your question
But
about
yes,
Sips. Go on.
what's your opinion on simps? What's a VTuber's opinion on simps?
You mean shrimps?
Shrimps.
Shrimps.
Oh yes, that's
I think
that's
that's
what
what
the kids call it now.
Gouda calls them.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I think that is the term that humans today are using for supporters, avid supporters. I don't
That's
know
a nice
much.
way of putting it.
That's a very generous way to look at it.
listen. All I know is that sometimes in chat when I'm streaming, they throw rainbows at me, and I tell them to stop, but then they keep doing it. And the more that I tell them to stop, the more that they continue to do it. And I still don't really know how to handle it, to be honest. But I think everyone is very well-meaning, and I'm happy for the support. As
I mean,
suppose
I've seen the
that's what I
clip
say.
of all those like Canadians like bullying you with the
seen
red
that clips
super
as well.
chats,
Yeah.
Sure did happen, huh?
and it's probably gonna happen again. Let's be real.
I suppose you're right, huh?
So what I got to ask is, like, when Hololive English got announced, I don't like on my end of things, and I've been following Hololive since kind of the beginning of the year. I had no idea how big Hololive English was going to become. Were you expecting the response, or like your fellow Hololive English cast members? Were you guys expecting the response that you got?
Well, it's interesting because we talked about this many times. We actually had no idea how we would be received, right? Because it's not like the five of us are the first English-speaking girls that have done work with Hololive, right? I mean, there are several Hololive girls that are able to speak pretty good English, so we weren't sure because I suppose, how should I say this? It's been difficult to estimate, I suppose, how well an English English group
Audience?
of yes, exactly, an English group of VTubers would appeal to an English-speaking audience because those who came before us have done well, of course, but
they are
but
aiming
it's hard to tell
English-speaking
because
audience.
we're the first mainly English-speaking, right?
Right.
So we basically had no idea, is what I'm trying to say, in my long-winded explanation that made absolutely no sense because I'm a bit of a scatterbrain. Everyone knows this. My
So
brain's
like,
full.
did you like all the whole live English members? Did you guys like meet beforehand, like before all the reveals were happening?
Nope.
Oh, so you met each other like after you debuted.
No, we met before we debuted.
Right,
This
right.
has been, we were working together for a very long time beforehand, right?
Right.
And kind of getting to know each other. And I technically, yes, I got to meet the other girls. But before that, we were all just kind of shoved into the same room. And it was like, hello, nice to meet you, all of you. You're my teammates. That's basically how it worked out.
That's so weird. Because like that's the equivalent of like getting a bunch of Anitubers you've never met, being like, all right, you're all starting a podcast from tomorrow. It's like, what? No.
Exactly. Well, it turned out okay because all of the other girls are very, very laid back, and we all have personalities that that work really well with each other, and it's never weird. We all like each other a lot, so that's cool. I suppose we just got lucky. Maybe that's what it is. We just got super lucky.
I mean, I think so. From what I've seen, like all the whole live English members, they seem to work well.
Yeah,
with
they
one
work.
another.
You guys seem to work well together, and you guys seem to have like very distinct personalities as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Which I think is
What do you think of this, Connor?
It's good. I feel like
I think you should be the one who needs to like lead on with the question.
why? What would I? You guys are the Sims,
Well, no, because
right?
you, no, because you got no, because you're the one right now who is representing everybody who wants to know more about
Yeah.
whole live and like VTubers.
Like, what don't you know about VTubers?
everything. I want to know. Is it when you were started off streaming? Was there any streamers out there? Anyone who that you kind of really enjoyed who might have given you some inspiration to start VTubing?
well, to be honest, I actually didn't know anything about VTubing before I got into it, right? But of course, I started looking up to my senpai, I suppose, and mostly just other members of Hololive, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you have to do like a lot of research before you really like debut? Just like make sure you knew what you were doing.
Well, it certainly wasn't required, but listen, with the way that I am, I get a little obsessed sometimes. So to say that before my debut, I didn't go watch maybe every single video that I could find of my senpai or other VTubers doing things. If I said that I didn't do that, that would be a lie. It would be untrue. It would be false. Because I did. I definitely did that.
Are you able to name like any specific whole live members that you like especially enjoy? 'Cause I'm sure. I mean, you know, it goes without saying. I'm sure you enjoy everybody, right?
Yes.
But like, who especially do you enjoy, like personally?
Let's see. Good question. Well, I really always looked up
Você chegou
to
nessa aí, Kiara?
probably a lot of the musical senpais, right? So
Right.
for example, Azuki and Suisei senpai,
Yeah, right.
and also Watame senpai.
Do you know who any of those
The
are?
fuck are all these names? It's like when people talk to me about anime directors. They're like, "Yeah, I love this anime director." I'm like, "You just said all the same names." Like, I'm not trying to be like racist, but like they all sound the same to me. I'm so dumb. I'm like a
It's okay.
Neanderthal. It just goes out. I'm sorry.
It's no worries at all. Understand?
Okay, well then here's the thing, right? Then as a whole live member, who is a whole live member that you can like convincingly say Connor would get into?
Yeah, that's a good question. As a Neanderthal,
As someone
monkey
who
brain.
hasn't watched any VTubers.
My favorite streamer is Tyler One. Do you know Tyler
I
One?
see. Yes, I am familiar.
Fantastic.
Believe it or not,
Is there
I
a
am.
Tyler One equivalent in
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
life?
Gosh, well, let's see. It depends. I need to ask you first. What
Okay.
kind of content do you enjoy?
Oh, that's a broad question.
No, it's
that's a
quite a
loaded
broad
question,
question.
right?
Do you
I
like?
once-
Well, for example, do you like things like gameplay? Do you like FPS gameplay or?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you like
He's a
chaos?
hardcore
Do you,
gamer.
do you like chaotic people?
Yeah, I love chaotic people.
Then you
They're
should
my
watch
favorite.
my friend Amelia. Amelia
okay.
Watson.
I think that'd be a good fit.
Yeah.
She's very.
She's
she
got
loves.
a lot of chaotic energy.
She's a bit of a
Right.
toxic
Full name
gamer.
is-
That's what I've seen people upon the internet call
That
her.
is Connor down to
Yeah,
a
I
T.
should have
Toxic
just said
gamer.
toxic gamer. That would have
Yes,
that would
then
have summed it
Amelia
up
would
really
be perfect for you.
Damn, yeah, because I said on one podcast that I was going to watch VTubers, and every episode since they've been like, "So which ones did you watch, Connor?" And I'm like, I don't know where to begin.
Right.
I don't know. Do I just watch a stream? I don't like. Where do I find them? Like,
I mean, well, at least with me, all I did was I just found one that
Yeah.
kind of I watched a couple until one just kind of clicked with me, where I'm like, oh, okay, I can watch another clip of this particular VTuber. And then you just keep watching more and more clips, and then you go back and watch some of their VODs, and then you're like, all right, who do they play with the most often?
There's like several layers to this, right? And like the top layer, right, of the rabbit hole is just finding like this random Twitter clip that appears in your timeline. And you're like, that's pretty funny.
I see clips of the dog all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Konami.
Konami-senpai.
Yeah, then like the second layer, I would say, is like getting some random YouTube recommendations, like certain clips.
I get a lot of those.
Yeah.
Because trust me, you watch one VTuber clip and your recommended is just all VTuber
Yeah,
clips.
exactly.
Yes.
It's like, I don't know what it is about VTuber clips that they just seem like they're designed to take over the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
Because you watch one and then your feed is suddenly you're like full of them.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this clip sounds kind of interesting. And then you watch some and you're like, that VTuber kind of clicks, you know?
It's like, oh, that clip was interesting. Let me go watch the whole VOD now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always how it works. All right. Yeah. No, but I reckon Amelia would be best.
Okay.
Sure, I probably my recommendation would be watch her debut stream first.
Okay.
Very first stream that she ever did, right? So that she can introduce herself to you, etc.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can just dive right in.
Although, to be fair, I've seen a lot of the whole live members who have changed greatly since their debut
It's true.
stream.
Yeah.
But that's part of the fun, I think.
Yeah.
It's like seeing character development, right?
Exactly.
IRL. But like, I gotta ask you, how nervous were you for your debut stream? Because I assume you didn't have any streaming experience before that.
Exactly.
And then going from like no streaming experience, like stream to such a large
How many people
audience.
were in your debut stream again?
I think that the peak number of viewers was 60,000.
Jesus
Christ.
Holy shit.
Imagine going from 0 to 60K
Yeah.
in a day.
I mean, I think we all had like kind of.
I don't think we've never reached. We've never reached those numbers in live streaming terms.
Right,
either.
right. I mean, I've had like live streams that were big, but nothing like that, and especially not on my first time. Is it kind of overwhelming to have to jump into this and start off with such a big amount? Because, like I said, we've all had really gradual rises over the years.
Right.
Is it daunting, even as a death god?
Right. Well, see, here's the thing. When you're death, no one really sees you, right?
Yes.
I mean, for the most part. Maybe you do see me, but not as I am
I think
now.
those people you kill in Doom see it coming from.
Oh, for sure. Well, I would hope so.
approaches.
Oh, there it is. There's the guy who's going to kill us.
Exactly. Well, I mean, if you think about it that way, going from, yes, no one ever seeing me at all, to suddenly all of these eyes on me, yeah, I mean, it's a little scary. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely was kind of losing my mind a little bit, to be honest. I was going a little nuts, but I wasn't going to show anyone that, especially not when I started turning into a PowerPoint slideshow because my computer wasn't strong enough to handle all of the applications open at the same time. That's when I especially started freaking out. So yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, but people were very kind, and I was surprised about that. I went in expecting an immediate barrage of hate and no kindness at all, believe it or not. Because
That is the internet.
That is the internet, yeah.
Pretty good at
the
that.
internet. And as death, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for that.
Yeah. I mean, that's good, though, that you were at least, positively received in front of 60,000 people. Right?
Yeah.
So what made Death want to become a streamer? That's what I want to know.
What a great question. Sometimes you just get tired of slaying people, man. I tell you what. I mean,
I feel like I'm asking Dora why she keeps asking me questions. You know what I mean? It's like I know it's an obvious thing, but like,
Why do you keep exploring?
yeah, Dora, what's up with that? Like, why?
There's nothing more left to explore.
Dora, you know what that is. It's the number 4, Dora. Don't ask me these stupid questions.
the best
I mean,
best
You
number.
know you have to turn left.
It's all right. It's the best number indeed. Sorry, I got hung up on
sorry,
that.
I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, what's the question? I'm kidding.
What made
What made you
Death
want to
wanna
become a
streamer?
streamer?
Right. Yeah, so, I really just kind of got tired. I mean, as I mentioned, I got tired of slaying people, but also I had this feeling that maybe if I had more eyes on, I could have more eyes on maybe the things that I make, right? Like music, etc. Because slaying people's real fun. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But
spitting bars is fun, all right?
exactly, exactly. If there's a different way that I can slay people, I'd like to try it. And honestly, I have more fun doing that. So,
You kill people by setting their house on fire, right? With all those flames.
exactly.
You
I
slay
killed them
them
with the
lyrically.
bass.
Yeah, you're lyrical slaying.
So, in terms of music, do you do like everything on your own as well? Like, are you experienced in all like the beat making and all that? Because I'm fucking garbage at all of that.
Yeah.
Connor is
Yeah,
like
so-
mega monkey brain when it comes to music.
So I
understand.
saw that you did a rap competition, right? And I think one of the people who got to the final was someone that we've done raps for. It's like
Oh, wow.
Joshua. Like Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, a little remix competition for my
Right,
debut song. That's
And I saw
right.
DJ Joe was in
Yeah,
the top
DJ
10 as
Joe
well.
was in there as well. Yeah.
And so we've done raps before, but so Joey, actually, you write your own raps and perform them, right?
Yes.
I'm so fucking terrible and I have no rhythm that I have to ask him to write it and then I have to ask him to record him doing it and then I'll mimic it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I literally
You just basically got a cheat sheet.
yeah,
And, like
because even if they give me the rap, I actually don't know how to rap it. Like I'm reading
You don't know
these
the
words.
flow of it.
Yeah, I read it like a businessman reading like an accounting page. You know, how do I do that? How do I get better? Because I'm fucking terrible at all of this.
Well, I mean, interestingly enough, everyone starts out being F-wording terrible. Sorry, I really shouldn't curse anymore.
You can curse on the show. It's all
curse.
right.
I can? Is it okay?
Oh, it's totally
Don't
good.
get mad. Okay, hold on.
She's gonna say it. She's gonna say it.
I can't do it on command. It'll come out. It'll slip out. But really, everyone starts out bad. That's the truth. Even I started out very bad back in the day. But that's why I was afraid to start repping actually, because I had already gotten so good at killing folks, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why change your day job, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm already good at this, right? So why would I switch to something that I'm not good at or that I know I'm not skilled at?
Right.
But I was so inspired, I suppose, by multiple people, mostly in the underworld's rap scene, I would say. It's very low-key and, as you would expect, underground. They really inspired me a lot. And I decided, well, I might as well give it a try. So I did. And over time, you get better. And even listening back to my old things, they're terrible. They're garbage. Absolute garbage. Like, there's no sugarcoating that, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, the advice that I give is always the same cliche stuff that you hear all the time, but it worked for me. Listen, you just gotta keep going, even if you suck. And if you suck, you keep trying, because if you quit when you suck, that's a real shame, because you stop doing it and you suck, you still suck forever.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best advice you can give anyone to like learn any skill set is just to do it and just to try and
Just keep trying.
Yeah, it's true when it comes to rapping, and it's true when it comes to making YouTube videos and
I mean, because
doing
like,
whatever.
I
right?
definitely like the first couple of raps that I did for like Josh or like any other like collaborator that I did. Like,
Yeah.
I look back and I'm just like, man, that was a shit bar.
That's like me 5
was a
minutes
shit
after I
bar.
make anything. I'm like, God, that's shit.
Yeah. But the latest stuff I did, I was like, my boy's spitting bars.
That's kind of fire, though.
I'm still trying to make people forget that I once took part in like the what was it, the Anitube?
Oh, can we show you Gaunt rapping?
No!
Can we do
Is
that?
that something?
that.
Is that a real thing that I can
yeah,
watch?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
So
please.
this is like a community thing that
Yeah.
we used to do every year, where it's called the Anitube Cipher.
That's what it's called. The
And
Anitube
basically,
cipher.
it's like
the anime cipher.
Yeah, the anime cipher. So
Yeah.
like one person would find a beat, like a Creative Commons beat,
Yeah.
and then spit like an 8-bar or a 16
Yeah.
bar or whatever, and then they would tag another Anituber to be like, all right, now you have to like respond.
I'm getting
Right.
And,
No, I'm fucking leaving if we're getting this out now.
and so like,
great.
when was this? Like, you did it like what, 2018? It was
2017.
2017, I think. 2017
Yeah.
or 2018. I forgot which one it was, but that was the year where like the most amount of Anitubers did.
Yeah.
And of course, Gaunt got tagged like 60 million times.
Yeah.
And so he joined in, and his
It's-
bars though.
It's
Were they
awful.
fire? Were they
No,
flames?
they weren't.
I bet they were.
They weren't even an ember. Okay, they were not even. Oh,
Do you want a little taste of
I'll
Gaunt?
be the judge of
I'm
that.
gonna leave it.
Can't move,
I'm
Gaunt.
gonna head out.
You're
I'm
trapped. You're trapped. I won't allow you to move.
gonna head out right now. No!
Here we go. Here we go.
Get it out!
Ha!
Wait, God, shh.
Here we go.
We'll link it in the description as well, just in case you want to hear the whole thing. Well, my favorite bar was from Gaunt's was what was it? It's like, it's that motherfucking tea, right?
I've wiped that rap from my memory, and I fucking hate
We should
everyone
do-
for mentioning that
we
now.
all did a
Sounds
rap, right? We should do a
legendary.
bonus video where you react to all of our raps. I think that would be fun.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we
that
should
sounds
definitely do
cool.
it.
I'm down.
I hate you all.
I am down.
I hate you all right now.
I gotta ask, as the Death God, do you have a favorite meme?
Mimi?
A meme? A
meme.
meme? Whichever you
Meme-
prefer
meme?
pronunciation. I don't want to die.
Gosh. It's okay.
Can you kill me right now? I just want to die.
Everyone die.
Actually.
I'm sorry I had to do that to you. God. This is like the parent pulling out like the baby photos with the dick out. It's like, look how tiny his dick was. sorry. Shouldn't talk about unsightly things around a Death God, sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You can talk about whatever you like.
Oh, okay. Also,
Yeah, it's cool.
Were you
No
like
problems.
nervous to debut your first song?
Oh, yes, definitely. Because you all can tell I'm very different sounding, right? I have a very interesting style. It's kind of
You certainly have a distinct like voice, like rapping voice, definitely.
For sure. So yeah, I was pretty nervous. I didn't know how people were going to receive it, right? So that was a big worry. I thought that there would be a lot of backlash against it for whatever reason. I also just hold myself to a really, really high standard. So listening back to my rap again, I was like, is this really any good? I don't know.
To be fair though, you set it up really nicely because like you kind of like hinted like during your stream, because I remember I was watching your debut stream again yesterday and you debuted your first song on the debut stream.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I think the way you like kind of set yourself up being like, oh, I'm just like, trying this rap thing, and then the song starts and people are like, all right, well, she sounds nervous. I'm not gonna expect like the most amazing rap, but it's still gonna be cute anyway. And then 3 seconds later you're just like spitting like this insane flow and I'm just like, holy shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta lower those expectations first, am I right?
Exactly. Like if you had set yourself up being like, yeah, I can
I'm
rap.
the shit.
Yeah,
Check
I'm the
me
shit.
out.
Yeah.
That's hustling.
Yeah, then it would have been like, all right, but I think you went into it really nicely.
Thanks.
Okay, yeah, so I want to know as like a person who also likes his rap music, like, do you want to like give any shout outs, I guess, or like mention
like your
any
influences or
yeah,
anything
the
like that?
influences basically,
Yeah.
like Japanese or like Western rap. Right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me think about it because a lot of my favorites are definitely under the radar, I would say.
Who would you say is like the most well known
Gosh.
out of your favorites?
In terms of like the Japanese rap, I wonder. I feel like
I mean, I think on the broader scale of things, like to a Western audience, not a lot of people know a lot of Japanese rappers, right?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
probably the most well-known Japanese rapper might be like Shingo too.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
who did like, do you know Shingo too?
I do not know Shinoto.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know the Samurai Champloo opening?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He's the guy who did all the stuff with Ninja Bears, basically.
Right.
You got to explain things to me in anime terms. If it's
Okay.
not in anime terms, I probably wouldn't get
He's
it.
the guy who did the Samurai Champloo opening.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's probably like the most well-known in like the Western anime community, maybe. But like, because I don't even know a whole lot of Japanese underground rap either.
Right,
But like, what about like Western rappers?
Let's see. I feel like all the Western rappers that I like are very how do I say?
Is she
Very
gonna say, like,
obvious,
Eminem
sort
or
of.
something
Like
like that?
Tupac?
of course. Yeah, well, of course. But
Yeah.
like my favorite is of course Eminem,
Yeah.
which is the very obvious answer. I know that one.
Every white guy, and you ask them what their favorite rap is.
Exactly.
I love
That's
Eminem.
exactly
Yeah.
what I mean. Exactly. Yes, and of course, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
of
am I
course.
allowed to say? Of
Legend.
course I am.
Yeah.
I like his memes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do get some quality memes from that man, am I right?
Is
Yeah.
that the pronunciation?
I thought that's what it was. Is that not what it was?
I
no,
thought
no.
I thought it was when I was
yeah,
like 10.
sorry.
Oh, okay. How's the right way to say it?
Memes. Memes.
Meme. I'm getting mixed signals here. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Me too. All right, I think I get it. Memes.
There you go. There you go.
Noted. Thank you for teaching me.
Then do you have a favorite Calliope meme?
Wow, I've seen so many of them floating around. Let's
Yeah, do
see.
you hang around on like the Hololive subreddits and everything like that? Do you
Oh yes,
secretly
I
stalk?
check them. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I don't react or anything, but I'm watching. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching
Everyone
you.
on the subreddit's like, all right, it's time, boys.
They're like, ah,
Get to the
shit.
presses. Get the fresh memes.
And then there are plenty of them. They're like, ah, shit, oh fuck, oh no. Yeah. Well, let's see. There is one. I mean, I like a couple of the reaction images. There's one that I always remember where like they turned my face red and they put lights in my eyes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they like
yeah,
shoot
yeah.
out, and it's really quite scary and frightening. And I'm like, I like that.
Is that the one with like the screen
Is that
always
like the
shit?
deep fried meme? Where
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the
right,
one.
meme, yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's good.
So like
Very wholesome.
you do like a lot of types of streams, right?
Hmm.
I mean, I've seen you do like drinking streams and obviously Doom and just Q&As. What's like your favorite type of stream to like kind of do, and what's like kind of like some of the favorite content that you've made so far?
Well, that's a tough one. Recently, the only time that I have to play games, right, is when I stream. So those are always quite fun because I get to relax and play a video game with chat, which is cool. But let's see. I also really like the streams where I can just talk because it's fun just talking to chat or talking about what's going on with me, etc. I never really run out of things to talk about, which is something that I always think is going to happen, right?
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
think, oh man, I didn't come up with some kind of outline. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to happen if I have nothing to talk about, right?
That's literally this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And somehow, some way, I always come up with things to talk about. I don't know how it happens. It just does. And then if I crack open a bottle of wine, it's even better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like people always wonder, like, why do you guys like drink so often on the podcast? It's like, because otherwise we'd just be like.
I feel like we haven't drank that much. I don't know.
We haven't drank that much recently, but I feel like anytime I don't know why. Anytime you stream and you're like drinking alcohol, people are always afraid that people will go like mum mode where they're like, oh, you seem like you're drinking a bit too much.
You better watch yourself.
It's like, yes, mother, I am.
It's like glad you guys care,
Yeah.
But don't worry, we can handle our drink.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people telling me I gotta hydrate. I know.
Which is true.
I know.
Yeah.
Alcohol is hydration.
Exactly. I mean, it is.
It's a
isn't it?
forward.
Yeah, sure. That's how it works, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely how it works. So keep drinking and don't stop, please.
When I'm thirsty,
please,
I just
please
drink
don't.
more wine.
Okay, so like you obviously watch like all your fellow Hololive members, right?
Yes.
But is there any non-Hololive YouTubers you like watching?
Ah, that's a great question. Let's see. Oh, there are plenty of indies that I just casually go and check out every once in a while, I would say.
Right.
But for the most part, the VTubers that I really enjoy, like their content, etc., I would have to say are musicians. So I check out their music and that kind of thing, or like watch their shows and concerts. I actually don't watch a ton of actual streams, I guess, because I'm just very busy. I'm so busy all the time, and it's hard. Sometimes I'll have something on in the background while I'm trying to do more work and that kind of thing, but it's not always a stream.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm also very picky. I don't stick around in streams for a long time. Actually, I never really watch them start to finish.
Right.
Yeah, so like what's the life of a VTuber like? Like what does your typical day look like when it comes to like your VTuber work and everything like that?
Right. Well, of course, as I've mentioned before to many know that I work 3 jobs in my existence.
Which is absolutely crazy when I found that out.
Yeah.
I work one job and I'm like, fuck, man. Holy shit,
I mean, yeah, it'd be like that. I mean, on the daily, I'm swinging my scythe around. I have those scythe swinging lessons, right? They're real important, and I have to do them. I can't just stop doing them.
Right.
It's not something. Even it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how successful I am or how many souls I've taken, etc. How many rainbows chat has thrown at me. That's something that I can't get out of ever for a while.
Right.
But I do those, and then I come back to my apartment and I stream. Whatever I think
How
is
you
cool.
have the energy to stream after that is just beyond me.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the interesting thing about what you just said is that I don't have the energy. I don't.
Now that's where the wine comes in.
Exactly.
That's why you do so many drinking streams. Oh, it makes so much sense.
So that was a fucking lie. No, because it's insane. Like, it's not just like you, but like, there's so many Hololive members, right? Especially,
Yeah.
and like other VTubers who can just stream for like. I already have trouble streaming for like more than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm extremely way more relaxed in my streams than I am on like this show or like my YouTube videos, and I still can't maintain. Like after 2 hours, I'm like, I actually like can't even act like I'm relaxed anymore.
Yeah.
Like I actually have to just be off camera now.
I know on a previous episode that I said, "Oh man, I hope the cut is fair," but and that makes it sound even more like the cut isn't fair. But the whole live people over there assured me. Just want to say,
Watching
he was
closely.
like, "Connor, it was very mean what you said. The cut is good, I assure you." And yeah, it's all good. Just saying, I found out. It's good. It's good.
It's all fine.
They don't work 2 jobs because they're broke. It's
It's because I have to. I have to.
Because they can.
Am I allowed to say that? Is that good? Can we leave it? All right, sick. All right, we're good. Sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, of course.
No,
of
it's
course.
all good.
Okay, one thing I've always wondered with like a lot of the Hololive members, but it's about like how you guys see yourselves because
Right.
you guys are technically virtual idols, right?
I guess so, huh?
Yeah, but do you see yourself as an idol? You know, when you like debuted and get all these simps and donations and everything. Like how do you view yourself as like a public figure?
Wow. To be honest, I'm still trying to figure it out because it happened about a month ago, right?
Right.
I suppose all that I can say is I actually, before all of this, when I was just doing underground things in the underworld rap scene, I kind of like stuck up my nose a bit at idols. I suppose I had this attitude of oh, there's this whole industry built around like worshiping these people that are supposed to be more than human, right? When they're
imagine.
not. Yeah, right.
Sounds like, pulls 10 on Gacha.
And I really kind of stuck up my nose, like, well, I'm so much better than them. I'm no idol. I'm not an idol rapper. I'm an underground rapper, and that kind of thing. But then after actually getting into the industry, and actually no, it was before that. I guess I will give a small shout out, I suppose, to the indie, well, not necessarily indie VTuber, but one VTuber that kind of changed my mind about idols. Is she's really under the radar, I think. Her name is Milky Queen, and she's like a rice themed VTuber. She speaks fluent English and Japanese.
Oh wow.
Wow.
And we kind of became friends, and she really changed my mind about idols because she's so down to earth and kind and an incredible singer and talented. And I saw that the activities that she was doing, and I went to her events where she was doing like, what is the gacha events that are big competitions that VTubers do to get like sponsorships and that kind of stuff.
VTuber and gacha.
Wait. Gacha events?
It's called gacha ibe.
Right. What are those about?
I'm not totally sure. It's on some application.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's go back to the gacha.
right. I think it's a different meaning though. It's different than that kind of gacha, right? But she'd do events to like compete for sponsorships, and there's this whole other culture that I don't know anything about. But I saw how hard she was working.
It's like a tournament for sponsorships.
Yeah, kind of like that. But they stream, and it's like whoever gets the most stuff thrown at them in this application.
I can just
that I
imagine someone
probably
being
can't
like,
mention.
I really need that first prize, Ray's Shadow Legend.
Right? Yeah, that's sponsorship.
Excuse me, I'm a diamond ranked gacha player. I'll have you know. In my parts, it's called a whale, but no, it's I'm a challenger tier.
I'm not a whale. I'm a Diamond League gacha player.
I'm a professional challenger tier gacha player. I have you know.
I kind of love that. Yeah, it was like she competed against a bunch of other VTubers, and they were competing for like to be the image girl of a restaurant or something.
So how would you compete?
By streaming, and you stream at the same time as some of these other VTubers, and it's like whoever gets, I think, the most stuff thrown at them. There's an application I probably shouldn't even talk about or mention, but there's a place where they do that.
So
anyway,
basically, it's just like a donation war.
Exactly.
It's a donation.
Right.
It's a simp tournament, guys.
Which, by the way,
that's what it is.
I will state, Hololive has nothing to do with this. By the way, this is just something I know as me, Calliope the Death God, from what I've been.
Surely
watching.
that must add more stress to streaming, though, right?
Right,
Streaming's
exactly.
already pretty stressful. Adding that
Exactly.
kind of, these boys are fucking dying here. I'm trying to find.
I kind of love that, though, to be honest.
That's a new meme on the subreddit coming up. Holy shit!
No, that's super interesting. I had
It
no
is.
I want to
idea.
go to those so bad. Holy
Right?
shit!
Well, that was kind of my first exposure, to be honest, to the whole
Right.
VTuber thing. I didn't really understand it, and I watched her things, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I suppose getting back to the idol thing, right? I kind of had these ideas about what idols were really like, but I realized watching her stuff, she works so hard, and she's talented and kind and humble, and other idols can be like that too. Whoa, no way! No wonder so many people like them. And then I realized I was being a jealous little hoe, and now it's fine. So it's no problem.
You're like, you dropped this queen.
Yeah, exactly. So ever since then, I've had no like problems or weird feelings like that anymore. I've just kind of rode into the whole idol thing like with a lot of respect for my fellow idols and all the hard work that they're doing, and my mind completely changed, which is something doesn't happen often.
I mean,
would
you
say.
are an idol now, right? So,
Right.
Yeah,
It would be
technically,
kind of weird if I was shitting on myself, right? I suppose. Yeah.
I'm curious because obviously, as an idol, there's always a lot of, like you said, worshipping going on. Do you get a lot of people obviously trying to worship you to an extent that's uncomfortable? Is that something you ever have to deal with?
Well, I feel like for their sake, I try my best not to get uncomfortable because I know how that is to really, really admire someone, but you don't
Right.
want to make them uncomfortable,
Yeah.
right?
we've been there before.
Definitely.
And I feel like people mostly have like really good intentions. I like to believe that most people have good intentions.
You can tell when someone
Right.
has the bad intentions coming up to you, right?
Yes. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, obviously, like you said as well, you were an underground rap god before. Is it frustrating when people try to focus on what you were before?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get real sick of that, to be honest. Even sometimes when I stop streaming and I go down to the underground cipher or whatever, and I'll go spit some bars. I still get some assholes coming up to me being like, hey, so how's the VTuber thing going on? And I'm just kind of like, come on, man.
It's good. Thank you for
It's
asking.
good. Thank you. And it's kind of like I like what I'm doing now, and I want things to just kind of stay this way, and have those fond memories of the past as well, and just kind of live. I don't mind living in those two different ways, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean,
fine with me.
It sounds like you like trying to do a lot of different things, and doing this VTuber thing is just another path on like another skill that you're trying out.
Right, exactly.
Are you enjoying it as much as you thought you would, or did you even think about that when you wanted to become a VTuber in the first place?
Well, to be honest, when I auditioned, I honestly didn't think that I was ever going to get in at all, so I never thought that far. Really. But I don't know if I can say if one way was more fun than the other. They're different kinds of fun, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. And I don't mind those two existences being existences. How do I say?
Parallel?
I'm bad at words.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell, the Rapper Reaper is bad at words. But yeah, I don't mind them being parallel. Just don't be an asshole. Is all I'm going to say to you. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I like that.
Be normal.
Exactly.
You can enjoy. You can enjoy.
You can be
two parts
parallel.
of it.
Don't be an asshole.
Exactly.
So you said you like didn't know much about VTubers before you became one. So what made you like want to audition to become one in the first place?
Well, let's see. I do think I mentioned this story briefly before on stream, but I had some other Reaper mates who also were looking into the HoloLive thing, and we're talking about it. And I just I listened in, and I was like, oh, okay, sounds interesting. I'm getting sick of swinging my scythe around all the time. And what's interesting though is that I kind of didn't say anything when I auditioned to those friends. I didn't. I was just I'll just give it a shot because I didn't think I was going to get in. Right. I thought that they had way better chances than me, and so I was like, well, okay, I'll just do it for shits and giggles, right? Just for fun.
Yeah.
And then about midway through, before we even heard anything, before things even got moving, I got real guilty. So I told my friends, I said, hey, listen, look, I didn't. I went ahead and I auditioned for the thing that you guys. Yes, just so you know, I'm not trying to be slimy or anything before things start popping off, right?
Yeah.
Just letting you know what's up. And it was all cool.
So you betrayed your friend.
No, it's not like that.
Anime betrayals. Right
It's
on
not
trash
like
tape.
that.
No wonder you have to drink to get the sorrows of betraying your friends away.
Yeah.
So like, what was their reaction when I guess
Yeah,
they
oh my
found
god, they
out
must have been
that
like
you got
fucking
in?
mortified.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is they were very happy for me.
Yeah.
And
On the
that's how you know you have good friends. On the
I'm so fucking happy for you.
I think it was genuine though.
Okay,
I
okay,
think,
I'm
but
about
I get
to
what
go
you mean.
deaf
I get
god
what you
myself.
mean for sure.
I mean, yeah, your friends, right? You must have known there was like
course,
a
and we-
slight bit of like, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Gritting their teeth.
I mean, we still talk and we still cheer for each other. So I like to hope that things are still cool with them.
On your pile of money, right?
They just watching this, just sweating, being like, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I imagine you had to buy the first few rounds of drinks.
I'm sure that I will. I'm
yeah.
sure that I will have to whenever it is that we reunite again in the underworld.
That's so funny, though.
So I
But,
guess like what is your, I guess, you've only been doing this for a month now, right? And I assume that you're planning to do this for the foreseeable future, right?
Yes,
as
for a
long-
while, yeah.
Yeah, for a while. Like, is there any like immediate goals you're looking towards
Oh
as
gosh.
a gr-
Tell us your 5-year plan. As a
Where do you
death
see
god.
yourself
Where
in
do you
5
see
years?
yourself in 5 years?
Doing a
Oh,
fucking job
man,
interview.
wow.
This eternal death god.
Well, let's see. Well, think about it this way. I've lived a long existence. So,
course.
5 years is like, to me, what a second is to you. So it's all good. For me, basically, there are many things that I have on my list. So, for example, I want to release an album.
Oh yeah, hell
Full
yeah.
album. And then I don't know if I will ever be able to get a 3D body. It would be nice. I can't promise anything and I don't know anything, but it would be nice if I did. And at that time, I'd like to release some kind of EP for that.
Right.
Oh, that would be cool.
Are you listening, HoloLive star?
Hey guys!
She wants a 3D.
Nudge,
Oh yeah,
nudge, wink,
because
wink.
I just realized like I don't think anyone in the EN side has had their 3D debut yet. have they?
No.
We've
not
only been
yet.
like we said, they've only been debuted like a month ago.
Yeah, I know. I always forget that. I always forget.
And I'm like, yeah, HoloLive
Seems
English
like
has
it's
been
been
around
forever.
since the beginning,
They've
right?
just become so comfortable with their simping that they've just like, yeah, I'm ready to do this for life.
It's like shit. I've been sipping for only a month. What the fuck? Just like years.
We're in this for the long run, everyone. Maybe.
That's going to be really interesting though when that gets debuted.
I think so, for sure. I have no idea what even to expect, but then again, I didn't for this job either, so hey, looking forward to it if it ever happens.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it's still fucking crazy that it's just been a month. What was your opinion of VTubers like before you auditioned and everything like that?
VTubers?
Yes.
Or YouTubers? Oh, okay.
Or just like like online content creators and everything like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I never thought it was something I could do because, as I've mentioned before, I wouldn't say that I'm a shy person because I can talk well in conversation, but I'm very much an introvert. So I don't talk to people unless they talk to me. Right? It's that kind of thing. I don't approach others, and I like being alone. And sometimes I get real sick of folks. You guys are fine. I just want to clarify real quick. You guys are fine. It just depends. It just depends. Mostly in like party situations and that kind of stuff. There's a ton of people, right? And you just kind of want people to fuck off and leave you alone afterward. It's
I mean, to be fair, I'm like, I don't mind the occasional party every now and then, but could I go to one every day? No.
Nah, exactly. You get kind of tired after a while.
I know you can, Connor.
I know you can.
And so I also am not. Gosh, I've gotten used to talking, but I'm not a being that really enjoys. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I'm bad at talking about myself, and I have a hard time talking about myself without getting a little flustered, I guess.
Right.
So for this job, I thought, wow, I feel like there has to be a certain level of not just confidence, but like ability to talk about yourself and about yourself, I guess. So I just don't. I'm not sure if that was for me or not. I've been very unsure about it. I really didn't have any streaming experience at all.
I mean, I've always said that YouTubers are like the best YouTubers are always the most narcissistic, right? Like you have to love yourself quite a bit, I feel, in order for you to be confident enough to be on camera to be like, look at me and look how awesome I am.
I would say that it is a skill that you can learn, and
I'm talking about like the most like naturally talented YouTubers.
Oh yeah,
Right. They can just go and be like, hey guys, hit that like and subscribe button, etc. That really kind of outward.
Like no one says that on their daily life, right?
No,
anything of that sort. Right? Like
I think
in order for you, like you can learn to do that after years, but the people who can just like come immediately onto the scene and just look like they've been doing it for like 5-10 years.
Honestly, I've been doing this for 10 years, and I still die inside a little bit when
you say like and subscribe.
When I say like and subscribe,
yeah, it hurts.
I hardly ever say it to my own videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do this for every video.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I wonder then, off of that, saying that like they hate doing that, is there something that you don't like about being a VTuber or
Oh wow.
being a streamer?